Hello, it's Nemesis Nick here. I'm a keen fan of the Eurovision Song Contest. It's time to talk Eurovision. After a run of national finals for the Eurovision Song Contest 2024, several of which I've watched live online from the UK during the last few weeks, the Swedish national final, Melodifestivalen 2024, took place yesterday evening, Saturday the 9th of March 2024. Melodifestivalen, or Melfest as it's sometimes known, is the jewel in the crown, the national final of national finals. As many fans know, Melfest is almost like a mini Eurovision, with jury voting from 8 countries, followed by separate announcement of the Swedish public vote. In fact, this is what inspired the EBU to introduce the current 2-part voting system in the Eurovision Song Contest in 2016. 12 songs took part in last night's Melfest 2024 final. A few days ago, I previewed all 12 finalist songs on YouTube. The versions I watched were taken from earlier stages of Melfest 2024, so those gave me a good idea of how all 12 songs would look and sound in last night's final, unlike preview videos or sound recordings with static images. Yesterday evening, I watched Melodifestivalen 2024 final live online from the UK. Here are my points of view on the 12 finalist songs, based solely on last night's performances. By the way, I can't speak Swedish, so please excuse me if I mispronounce any Swedish song titles or artist names. Song 1, Maria Sur, When I'm Gone. Quite a nice ballad. I liked a cone of lasers at the start of the song and the various geometric patterns formed by the lasers as the song progressed. I also liked the beat in some of the latter parts of the song. I questioned the need for strobe lighting in certain parts of the song. I don't think this style of song needs strobe lighting at all. Maria has a pleasant voice, but I think the early parts of the song could have been sung more strongly. This is not the sort of song that would be This is the sort of song that would be a pleasant filler track for an album and a reasonable host entry for Eurovision, but it's not the sort of song that could win Eurovision. This finished 7th with 72 points overall. Song 2, J. Smith, Back to My Roots. This was much livelier, a rock song. I'm not normally keen on rock, but I quite liked this. I liked the way the drums and the electric guitar could be heard at times. The chorus is catchy and I like the bridge. I liked the way they displayed 2 instances of a title in the background last night. All in all, this is quite a powerful, catchy song. But during the performance, I wondered whether or not this would be powerful enough to win Melfest last night, let alone Eurovision in May. As it happened, this ended up 10th with 46 points overall. Song 3, Lisa Ajak's Awful Liar, a country-style ballad. The chorus is pleasant and memorable, though I think Lisa's voice sounded a bit forced on the second verse. I liked the way this was performed on a predominantly dark stage, and summer lights created a starry effect, but I'm mystified as to the significance of the giant moon on the background screen. This finished 11th with 37 points overall. Song 4, Smash Into Pieces, Heroes Are Calling. A rock song with a good beat from the start and a very lively, powerful chorus. The electronic sounds after each instance of a chorus are amazing. During last night's performance, the background screens featured alternating pixelated images and photographic scenes during verses. Red lasers appeared during each instance of a chorus. Fireworks near the end provided the perfect close to this song. On the whole, this was a bit overpowering for my liking, but this is one which I would have thought that hard rock or glam rock lovers would want to vote for. This ended up third with 90 points overall. Song 5, Cassiopeia, Give My Heart a Break. Is this a form of pop? I liked the way Cassie sat in the keyhole early on and that she wore a fluffy pink outfit, whereas her dancers wore yellow outfits with pink spots. The chorus is catchy and memorable. Near the end, the alternating expanding hearts on the background screen provided a perfect enhancement to finish the song. Altogether, a catchy song. Cassie has a beautiful voice and sang well. A likeable song, but I hardly think this could win Eurovision. This finished fourth with 87 points overall. Song 6, Annika Vicky Halder, Light. A power ballad with reasonable verses and a reasonable chorus, but I think light on each instance of a chorus is too overpowering compared to all the other lyrics. Interestingly, this was performed on a predominantly dark stage with subtle lighting. That's just what this style of song calls for. This finished 8th with 63 points overall. Song 7, Marcus and Martinus, Unforgettable. During the run-up to last night's show, this was the favourite to win the jury vote, public vote and overall. The song has plenty of electronic sounds. The chorus is catchy, albeit a bit repetitive. Last night's performance featured plenty of cyan grids, red lines and white numbers on the background screen, though I'm mystified as to their significance. It's hardly surprising this was performed on a dark stage in order for the lines and numbers to show up clearly. This won with 177 points overall. Song 8, Dotter. It's not easy to write a love song. Dotter has appeared at Melfest in previous years, and she returned this year. I like the way she sings easy in the line, it's not easy to write a love song. Yeah, easy. Altogether, one of the better ballads last night, but I question the need to have strobe lighting in certain parts of this song. I really don't think this style of song needs strobe lighting. Sadly, this ended up 12th last with just 34 points overall. Medin. Song 9, Medina Que Sera. According to Eurovision World, this was sung in Swedish, but it sounded more like Spanish to me. It's a lively song with a good beat and a very catchy chorus. I'm mystified as to the significance of the background with the circular windows. Interestingly, I noticed people appearing through the doors at one point, just like the Moldovan Eurovision Song Contest entry a few years ago. Altogether, a lively party-style song and very well performed. I'm mystified as to why the two singers were wearing college varsity jackets. Anyway, this would have made a memorable Eurovision Song Contest host entry, but when one doesn't have to worry about getting to a final, and this could well have picked up some votes from Spain, but this wouldn't have been a Eurovision winner. This finished second with 104 points overall. Song 10, Liamo, Dragon. A power ballad. It's hardly surprising the staging included the flames on the towers during the line, so I'm breathing fire. Just when everyone thought the song was drawing to a close, there was one more instance of a chorus. One of the better songs last night. I thought this could do well, and and this would be another good host entry for Eurovision, but not a Eurovision winner. This ended up 5th with 83 points overall. Song 11, Jacqueline, Effortless, a run-of-the-mill pop song with quite a catchy albeit repetitive chorus. There are some likeable electronic sounds in this song though. I'm mystified as to why Jacqueline performed against a predominantly red background. The dancers provided an enhancement to this song. This finished 9th with 61 points overall. Song 12, Danny Saucedo, Happy That You Found Me. The final song in the lineup. I liked the circle pattern on the stage at the start, though I'm mystified as to its significance. I'm also mystified as to the significance of the arches in the background. I must admit, though, some amazing light patterns were projected onto those arches at certain points in the song. The chorus is quite catchy. I particularly like the oh, 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 oh bit, which I've seen described as a post-chorus. That's about the closest this song has to a hook. Some parts of the tune reminded me of certain parts of Estonia's Verona in 2017. On the whole, very much a middle-of-the-road song at best. This ended up 6th with 74 points overall. During the show, I ranked the 12 finalists on My Eurovision Scoreboard. Here is my ranking from 12th to 1st. Okay. 12th place, Smash Into Pieces. 11th, Annika Vicky Halder. Okay, so now on to my top 10. 10th, Danny Saucedo. 9th, Marcus and Martinus. 8th, Jacqueline. 7th, Maria Sur. 6th, Liamu. 5th, Lisa Ajax. 4th, Dotter. Now for my top 3. 3rd, Jay Smith. 2nd, Cassiopeia. And top of my ranking, Medina. Yes, Medina was my number 1 last night. The winner was Marcus and Martinus, Unforgettable, with a landslide 177 points. In fact, Marcus and Martinus also won the jury vote by a landslide with 85 points and the public vote with 92 points. At least that showed consistency between the international juries, the Swedish public votes, and overall. That result is hardly surprising considering Marcus and Martinus were the favourite to win the jury vote, public vote and overall. The bookmakers got it right on this occasion. Congratulations to Marcus and Martinus for winning with the song Unforgettable. Although that wasn't the song I wanted to win, Marcus and Martinus did well to win the field of 12 finalists. That means Marcus and Martinus will represent Sweden with the song Unforgettable at the Eurovision Song Contest 2024 in May. The question is, how will it score in this year's Eurovision Song Contest? As this year's host country, Sweden is guaranteed a place in the grand final and therefore doesn't have to worry about qualifying from one of the semi-finals. Time will tell whether or not the juries and public in other countries will want to vote for this. From last night's performance, I think Unforgettable is an okay host entry for Eurovision Song Contest 2024. It might finish on the left-hand side of the scoreboard, but realistically, I don't think this can win. Good luck to Sweden in the Eurovision Song Contest 2024 Grand Final in May. Commiserations to the other 11 artists who performed last night. They too did well to get to Melodifestivalen 2024 final after competing in one of 5 heats and in some cases a final qualification round as well. Do you agree or disagree with my ranking? Do you feel the correct song won Melodifestivalen 2024? Out of last night's 12 finalists, which song did you want to win and thus represent Sweden at the Eurovision Song Contest 2024? Alternatively, was there a song eliminated at the earlier stages of Melodifestivalen 2024 which you feel should have made it to the final and won last night? By the way, I haven't seen or heard any of the songs which were eliminated at the earlier stages of Melfest, either preview videos or actual performances from those earlier shows. Let me know in the comments below. And if you're liking all my Eurovision videos, remember to subscribe to my channel. In the meantime, be inspired. Goodbye, da boch, au revoir, auf Wiedersehen, adios, arrivederci, do widzenia, do pobacenia, adieu.